Pika, 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 Peek. Pikachu?
Yeah, we're fantastic. We did a little bit of traveling. We should have listened to you. We went to Lavender Town. Horrifying.
Scary. I mean, it was just bad.
You were right. So bad.
We
are dishing on movies. Pikachu!
Pikachu! Everybody, welcome to another episode of
Dishing on Movies.
This week we're going to be talking about Pokemon, everybody's favorite.
Of course.
And so to cover Pokemon, we brought the anime expert, Miss HappiLeeErin.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thanks for coming.
And more people to eat our food. We always gorge ourselves ridiculously afterwards, so.
Always okay with eating. So,
we're all in the right spot then. So yes, we're going to talk about Pokemon. So of course, Pokemon, we got to make some.
Now take these, your Pokedex and Pokeballs.
Besides being our anime expert, Erin's also like a cake pop expert. She's made them tons before, and people have requested them, which is cool.
I won't call myself an expert. People have requested them, but you know, I'll teach you. You teach me.
Pokemon!
Yes.
Right? No?
Exactly.
Yeah.
A pastry bag, buttercream frosting, leftover cake, paramount crystals, black decorating gel, white candy coating, red candy coating, one styrofoam brick, and lollipop sticks.
Pokemon, I choose you!
Alright, so the best way to make some cake pops, I hear, is to start out with some leftover cake. We had a party, had some delicious cake. We didn't eat the whole thing, so I think it's a pretty good idea to repurpose it and make it even yummier.
That's your Pokemon? It's a little weird.
If you don't have any leftover cake, it's real easy. Just make your favorite, cake recipe, or even get a box cake and throw some frosting with it, and you can still make this cake pop recipe. We'll have more recipes and descriptions on the blog.
There's very few cakes I don't eat, so I don't think it really matters what you make.
Great. Can I dig in, or do we have to use the spoon?
No, use your hands.
No, get grubby.
Look what you've done to that poor little thing.
The thing about cake pops is you want to crumble the cake up and mash it with frosting. So they're getting the crumble's going on. If you're making a cake from scratch, you don't have an old cake, you want to take about, for every 2 cups of crumbled cake, a little bit less than a 1/4 cup of frosting. What they're going to do is now toss this crumbled cake and frosting together, and we need it to be sticky enough to where it can be rolled into a ball. It's going to need more frosting though.
Hit me.
Yes!
Whoa! So, who is your favorite Pokemon? Oh.
Eevee.
Obby.
Obby.
Eevee, Obby.
Eevee, Obby.
Yeah, this is my first cake pop, guys.
We'll be patient.
Alright, so put it in here like this.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm using my hand to smush it together a little bit. Now I'm manually going through, but I'm using very little pressure, not a lot of pressure.
Pikachu!
I love that part in that movie when the 2 double Pokemon, like the twins, are, the Pikachu. There's a GIF that's been made from that where it's just them continually hitting each other. It just goes on and on.
Oh no!
Well,
that's okay.
Not every Pokeball.
Not every Pokeball makes it.
We're gonna just...
No, that one can just go.
It's really not your fault, because isn't this one that Dale started?
Yeah, Dale.
So really...
Dare you. Pika, peek.
Well, you showed me.
That means I'm stupid?
Right.
Meanwhile, we're gonna get these in the freezer for about 20 minutes to firm them up. The butter and the buttercream will make these balls a little bit firmer, and then we can get to dipping.
Looks like the rocket's not been opened.
We have our white candy melt already melted, but it's a little bit thick, and I don't know if you've ever had it where you've like dipped your cake pop and it gets kind of gloopy or thick, right?
It becomes spikes.
Yeah. So if you want a cake pop that's really smooth, my friend Anna gave me this really great trick. It's called paramount crystals. It's essentially like a fat that mimics the fat that's in chocolate. Whoa. So if you add a couple of crystals in it, honestly, it changes your whole cake pop. It'll make it go from good to great.
Huh. It just kind of makes it less thick?
Yeah, what it does is it thins it out. Like chocolate, you can't really add anything to thin it out except like a equivalent to cocoa butter. Like a fat like that.
Because water like
Crisco?
Yeah, you can also use Crisco. So if you don't have paramount crystals easily accessible to you, you can use little bits of Crisco, just the smallest amount at a time. You don't want to get crazy.
That's like magic.
It is like magic.
I'm mind blown right now.
Let's do one, and then you guys do the other one. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take your lollipop stick, dip just a little bit into the chocolate like that, okay?
Like a little chocolate Q-tip.
It is like a chocolate Q-tip.
I would like to clean my ears.
And then you want to take, so the balls are round, but the bottom is flat. See how it's been sitting? That's how I make it the bottom of the pop.
Oh, smart.
Okay. And then I just stick the cake pop in here like that. All right, and now it's kind of gonna harden and it's gonna stick. All right, so see how it's like sticking?
Yeah.
All right, so now I take, you wanna make sure you use a deep cup, all right?
A deep cup.
Dip it right in, and then pull it right out.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect.
If you didn't use a Paramount Crystals, it wouldn't be that easy. Trust me.
I never look like that.
Pokeballs, go!
We got the white coat is hardened, and they're ready for their double dip action.
Ow.
So why don't we let our guest go first, Erin? You go ahead
Aw,
and...
you're such a gentleman, Dale.
Aw,
He is, he's sweet.
gentlemen.
I'm a motherfucker gentleman.
Anyways, yeah, so go ahead and dip.
Yeah.
We just want the top half, remember.
Okay. Oh, okay. Like that?
Yeah, and then you want, instead of twisting it too far left and right, make sure you get the drizzle but off the top, because you don't want it to drizzle down the white.
Right.
Alright, so go ahead, I'm going to pour a little bit in. We're not going to need too much because we're just making buttons. You could use, by the way, a Ziploc baggie if you wanted, if you don't have one of these.
good.
Okay.
Or a squeeze bottle. Okay, we're just going to squeeze down to make a button. So we're gonna take a black decorating gel. It's pretty, you can find this at any grocery store or cake shop if you like. We're gonna take one of them, and all you're gonna do is trace, basically you're gonna cover that line where the red and white meet with black.
I'm going to capture and defeat you all. You hear me?
Did you guys ever play the Pokemon card game?
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. I used to play it quite a bit. I had a buddy at one of my jobs that we had like a phone job, you know, you had to be on the phone all the time. But while we would be talking to people, we would do the Pokemon game. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
We have our line around the cake pop, and we added a black dot, and we're just gonna put our button on top of that. And then just push down like that.
That looks so good.
All right, so now I'm gonna put it in the side of our phone and let it dry this way. We've had our Pokeball settings for about 30 minutes so that the button won't slip off. And now they can sit upright without any worry of the button slipping. And now it's time to eat. Are you guys ready?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, just kidding.
Don't mess up my black.
Don't mess up my bowl.
Do you eat the button first? I don't know.
I'm eating the side.
I'm gonna go side.
I went button.
Oh my god.
They're so good.
So good, right? Well, guys, I want to give a special thanks to Erin coming on our show today.
Yeah, our first guest.
Thank you
It's
so much
wonderful.
for having me. It was so much fun.
Make sure to check out Erin's channel, Happily Erin.
I do a weekly podcast called Manga Pod where me and 3 other hosts all get together and talk about a manga. And then I also do anime reviews and first impressions of anime that premiere each season. Gotta catch 'em up.
Check her out, subscribe, like, try these at home. They're super easy. If you got leftover cake,
Yeah.
you can make your own Pokeballs. Have fun, you guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
We are dishing on movies.